Hey guys, welcome to the first part of this week's Coffin Hero Show, coming to you a little bit later than normal. Recording this on the Wednesday morning. Usually I would get my recordings on the Tuesday, but the delivery was a day late this week. Normally we get our deliveries on a Monday, it arrived on Tuesday, and of course it's the first time it's arrived on Tuesday for quite some time outside of bank holidays. And of course it had to be the week that it was the biggest order in the history of the store. So I've talked about it before. We're going to be expanding the Image Comics graphic novel section. We're going to be doubling up on it. It's going to take over 2 bookcases now. We've got a couple of new units in for new release graphic novels, which will be over by the new release single issues each week. So we're looking to get that in the operation over the next week or two. With regards to the Image one, I haven't really... I'm not going to be showing off a lot of the Image stuff today. I'm going to do a separate video the day I'm getting that set up, just to show you the sheer range of stuff that we've got in. Shout out to Chris and to Keith. They were both kind enough to come in and help me bag everything yesterday. They must have been sitting bagging graphic novels for about 2 hours while I was doing all the single issues, getting the pull list done, all the usual type stuff. But yeah, we're just always looking to grow the range of what we have. We're looking to expand. We're looking to showcase as many different creators' work as possible. So I've wanted to extend the Image section for quite some time because I do a lot of image reading myself. So I'll get a separate video worked on for that, as I say, just to show you what we're doing and the expansion of the range and the extra titles and so forth we've got in. But these are the ones going on to the new release racks this week. Again, there's a couple of top-up things here, which will go into the back catalogue. Full range of Batman books I wanted to get back in stock, and then a bunch of new releases. So let's kick things off. So first of all, we have Coda False Dawns. So this was the follow-up series to Coda ran for I think 3 volumes, and then they did a new volume recently, False Dawn. So this will jump into the Boom Studios section. I believe we have the rest of the single issue trades, or the rest of the collected trades over there. Next up is Hunger in the Dusk. I was a big fan of this. I read this in single issues. G. Willow Wilson, Chris Wildgoose on art. High fantasy, definitely one for you D&D fans out there. Fans of Die, fans of Conan, that kind of thing. Really, really enjoyed this. Great characters and some great action and art in that as well. Next up we have Incredible Hulk. We're up to volume 2 now for the Phil Kennedy Johnson run. This time the art is shared between Nick Klein and Danny Earls as well. So this covers Incredible Hulk 6 to 11 and also material from War is Hell as well. So you'll see some special appearances there from Ghost Rider as well. Next up is a run I'm excited to read myself. I haven't read it for quite some time, but I'm a big Black Widow fan. Love me some spy stuff. This is the complete Black Widow by Kelly Thompson. So I believe it ran for 15 issues in total. Predominantly the art was Elena Casagrande, but there were a couple of fill-in artists as well. Adam Hughes did covers throughout it. J. Scott Campbell does the cover here. But yeah, this one on Eisner as well, I believe, this run for Best Ongoing. So looking forward to tucking into that myself. Next up, we have the next volume of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Necessary Evils. So this is part 2. This collects Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 46 to 50 and Go-Go Power Rangers 27 to 32 as well. I'm pretty sure we'll volume 1 of Necessary Evil over there, so that'll complete the story, I believe. Next up, we've got a couple of Star Wars ones. So we've got Star Wars High Republic, Children of the Storm. This was a 5-issue mini-series, which was written by Kevin Scott, art by Ario Anadito. It contains issues 1 to 5, but also material from Star Wars Revelations as well. So a little bit of High Republic stuff there. Also got the collected edition in of the official adaptation of the TV show of Obi-Wan Kenobi. Jody Hauser working on this, I believe. Salvador LaRocca on art, yep. 6 issues in total that covered the 6 episodes of the show, and all collected into one trade form. Next up we have Wolverine. This is the first part of Sabretooth War. Sabretooth War ran for 10 issues. Really, really good stuff. I'm not a huge Wolverine reader, but I've read Sabretooth War and it was great. Exceptionally violent, so be prepared. Not for the faint-hearted, but this collects the first half of it, which is issues 41 to 45. Next up, we have Nightwing, The Battle for Bloodhaven's Heart. So we've got this in trade paperback form now. We always have the hardcovers in there as well. I see they've added a little bubble here as well. Eisner Award winner, Best Continuing Series and Best Cover Artist as well. So I don't need to say too much about Nightwing. You've heard me talk plenty. Next up we have Dungeons and Dragons. This is one of the library collections. This contains a couple of different volumes. So what you've got here, you've got Infestation and the 2012 annual. You've got Dungeons and Dragons Forgotten Realms as well. And then you've got the 2022 annual as well. So a little bit of a good collection there of D&D stuff as well. Classic D&D stuff. Next up, we have Vampirella versus Superpowers. So Dynamite Comics title. Dan Abnett on writing duties here. This covers the entire 6-issue miniseries as well as a complete cover gallery as well. So a couple of books getting back in stock. So Lazarus Planet. So recently an event done by DC Comics. We've had the hardcovers over there for the tie-in books, but we sold out of the main book. So Mark Waid on writing duties here. I think this is where Mark Waid's starting to sow the seeds for the upcoming Absolute Power. You know, early on in Lazarus Planet, early on in this Batman Superman World's Finest run, through Shazam, he's been putting little seeds through that. So it'd be great to see it all pay off. I mentioned getting the run of Batman things back in, so that would be the hardcovers for White Knight. So one of our favorite series, certainly one of the best Batman of modern times. So you got Batman White Knight first of all. You follow that up reading order wise with Batman Curse of the White Knight. After that, you move on to Batman White Knight Presents Harley Quinn. Then there's Batman Beyond the White Knight, which is on the racks already. And then the most recent volume was White Knight Presents Generation Joker as well. Next up, we have Batman Beyond Neo Gothic. So 6-issue miniseries, Colin Kelly, Jackson Lansing. Really, really good stuff this. As I say, 6 issues in total. Max Dunbar on art. Very well-respected hand doing the Batman Beyond stuff. So yeah, 6-issue miniseries collected in hardcover. Next up is Grimm. I talked about this last week with the slipcase edition, which is the slightly more expensive edition. This is the non-slipcase edition, so it does come in a little cheaper, but I highly recommend this. First 15 issues in total of Grimm. It's all to do with the Grim Reaper's daughter. Really, really good stuff. Stephanie Phillips and Flabiano on art. One of my favourite Boom Studios titles. And then we finish off with Amazing Spider-Man Volume 2. And when I say Volume 2, I mean by Nick Spencer Volume 2. So they've already released the first volume of this, which collects Amazing Spider-Man 1 to 43. So this now collects Amazing Spider-Man 44 to 73, as well as the .lr issues, some, you know, Rising Sins Prelude, Sins of Norman Osborn, Sinister War 1 to 4. Tons and tons of stuff here to close out that Nick Spencer run on Amazing Spider-Man. So yeah, there were a few other things that were due this week, just didn't arrive. We are waiting on a little bit more of a delivery from Diamond, despite the huge size of it as it was. But there were a few things missing, which I believe they've posted already, so you may see some extra stuff pop up in the store through the week as well. But anyway, in the meantime, that'll do for now in terms of the new stuff in. As I say, keep an eye out the next week or so for Image Comics full video, which will be going into all of the new stuff in, the new compendiums, the hardcovers, the single volumes, and as I say, we're going to be expanding that section out massively. So looking forward to getting that done. We've been changing the Marvel Comics back catalogue section as well. We're going to change the DC one as well. It's just, again, offering as much choice as possible and getting as much of a range in as possible. So you guys have more to look at when you're here. But anyway, as ever, I hope this proved useful. I hope you've enjoyed it. Apologies for the slight lateness, can't really be helped. But I'll get a single issue video up soon as well for what's new out this week. Until then, as I say, stay safe out there. Look forward to seeing you in store soon. Take it easy.